I was watching Twitter just now, and I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be doing that at all, because Twitter has turned into a massive storm of absolute political shit lately. And I've been kind of trying to avoid. Did you know I'm a Nazi now? I'm a Nazi because I went on Twitter and I said, hey, people should not be beaten for their ideology, even if it's shitty. Nazi, I'm a Nazi. So this is the Nazi cast. We're in the Nazi cast now. Sorry about that. You're watching it, so you're all Nazis too. But I don't want to do politics on the show right now, and I'm not going to do that because honestly, it's not that I don't have anything to say about politics. It's just that there's so much politics right now. So many things going on to argue about. And it's not really a thing between the left and the right. It's really turned out to be something between people who are reasonable and people who are not. And there are plenty of places to find that. So if you're here at the Beercast for the very first time, the point of the show is to bring about good thoughts, good news, have a good time. And right now it seems like at least I and probably you guys would want most is to get away from the politics. There's too much of it. So we're not gonna politics tonight. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna chill, and we're gonna talk about other things, because we all know, well, most of us know that it's probably gonna be bad politically in the future. It is right now, but we all know it's not the end of the world. If things will pull out. I know that the friends that I have in other countries, in Europe, in Australia, they know that Trump is an idiot and that he doesn't represent generally the American public. We're going to be okay. I'm get the popcorn because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, but we're going to be fine. And I don't want to do politics right now on this show because there's too many places to get it. And I think we need to get away from that. We need to get away. The reason, now I know there's, hi, to just home from work in time for this, says Stormcloud. Sup, bro? Glad you made it. Did you speed home? Did you burn? Just to watch my ugly face on YouTube. There's a reason that I know it's been a while since there's been a Beercast. And there is a reason for that. And that reason is my total inexperience with doing a daily YouTube channel. If you guys remember when I really started picking up the channel and doing something every day on my main channel, it was, I think, January. It was after all of the holidays and everything. So here's what happened. Hugh Powell was coming over so that we could do the next season of Retromanias. That's going to take 2 weeks. So I'm like, all right, I need to make 2 weeks of extra videos to cover for that time that we're doing. So I did that. So 2 weeks before he came over, I started, and I had to do double the work. No Beercast then because I was busy working my ass off. So he came, we did the Beercast, not the Beercast, the Retromanias, and then I realized the day he left, I was out of videos totally because I only made 2 weeks of them. So they're gone. And now I've got to focus my ass off and catch up again and get a little bit of ahead. But that brings us into November, where I was spending a week for Thanksgiving off in Seattle. So as soon as I get caught up, I have to actually go and make more videos for the time I'll be gone. And I did that, and then when I got back, I was out of videos again. And I had to go through the entire Christmas season in December making up for all the stuff. So that's why January was just my stupid. The reason there was no Beercast in January is because I got out of the habit of doing it. And I just forgot sometimes. So I died once. Okay. Phoenix Stream says, "2, I love your content. I'm so happy that I finally caught a Beercast. I always watch tour content when I feel slotted." Okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoy. Beercast is mainly here just to talk to you guys, because there are so many times when I'm overloaded with comments, or I'm overloaded with people at the front of the stage, and they want to talk to me, all of them. They want to hang out with me. And I know that you do, and I want to. There are 500 people in front of the stage, and each of them want to spend a little time with me. And I want to do that. I really do, but I'm just one person. And so that's one reason that I started the show, was so that I could, kind of help and hang out with you guys. And I hope that, it feels like I'm hanging out with you, because I'm very aware that you're there. I feel like I'm hanging out with you. And I also feel like after the show is over, I'm going to get a pizza. I know I say on my gaming videos all the time, it's like, I got to go because I got to get a pizza. Sometimes I got to get a pizza. I love pizza. I'm sorry. If you love pizza, then give me a brie. But, so yeah, anyway, interesting thing here for you. Hang on. I don't have beer tonight. I explained it on the chat earlier, but because I've been out of the habit of doing the Beercast, I forgot to get beer, even though I was at the liquor store. One of these times, I'm going to just die. I'm going to die in the first 5 minutes of the video. I'm just going to stay there for the rest of the whole hour and a half, and then just end it. No. I won't do that. Even though that would be pretty cool if I... Ooh! Now I get the breeze. Lots of dudes out. Of course, everybody loves pizza. Pizza's awesome. And, yeah, so I don't have beer. I have Russian water. Not that I mind Russian water. I like it. Salt. A little bit of salt. Oh, better. Much better. Ugh. Cheap ass, nasty vodka. You don't want any. Zero Fin says, "You sound sick, Bird. You okay?" And a lot of people have been asking me that. My voice is a bit crumbly. It's a bit raspy. And I'm actually not sick. I feel fine. I feel wonderful. But winter does this to me. winter affects my sinuses. I go to sleep. I get drainage. And when I wake up, my voice is all nasty. But I don't feel bad. It's just winter, the cold outside affects my sinuses. And that's pretty much what happens to me in winter. But I'm actually not sick. I feel perfectly fine. And by the way, thank you for asking. I really do notice that, when you guys are concerned about me, because a lot of people have been, because of my YouTube videos, the gaming videos, hey, are you sick? Are you feeling okay? Is it, can I help? That really means a lot to me when you guys do that. And don't think I don't notice it, because I do. And I'm really thankful for that. But no, I'm not. When I'm sick, I'll let you guys know. I'll put up a video, be like, I'm sick. I'm going to take a few days off. And I'll turn off the camera. You guys will know. I've noticed a lot of, shit. I'm going to have to go back up. Up. It says, hey, too, I've noticed a lot of comedians have funny stories about being pulled over by the cops. Do you? No. I have a lot of funny stories about pulling people over because I was a cop. If you ever want to hear the other side of that, then come to some of my live shows, because I pulled some people over, and before that, you wouldn't believe. Jackie Foxbutt says 2 is always sick. I'm not always sick. I don't think. Am I sick? Am I gonna? It's a record 3 times. 3 times I've died on the show now. Oh, my goodness. So, something that I want to mention. Don't know if he's in the channel right now. Hey, too, where do you buy our shirts? I don't know where I buy our shirts. This one, actually, I don't even remember where I got it. But it's very colorful. There are birds in there if you look. Birds and fish. This is what I wear when I'm not on stage or usually doing gaming videos. I love colorful shirts. I love Hawaiian shirts. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff I wear when I'm not on camera. Oh, shit, I'm on camera. Wait, I should die the other way. Okay. So that's 4. But good friend of mine, I don't know if he's watching right now. He may be. He contacted me, I think, when he was 16 years old. And because he gave me a bit of video that he made. It was, I think, a new Retromania intro that, he just made up and he wanted to show me. And it was good. And I watched some of his other stuff, and it was also good. Turned out he was having a rather hard time at home. You could call it an abusive situation. And so we talked, and by the time he was 18, through my advice, he moved out. And he moved out on his own. He now lives in Denver. He has a job. Right now, he has a broken leg because he slipped on the ice. But he's okay. But he is really... I was really impressed with his video work for as young as he was. and we've stayed in contact and become friends since then. Well, he came down during the time that me and DJ Ear were here doing the Retromania recording session, and he recorded a mini documentary on us and on what we do and what we go through making Retromania. I'm going to release that on my channel soon. And I think it turned out really well. We went to a wonderful old-fashioned arcade to get ourselves, pumped up and in the mood for old games. And we played a bunch of old games. We spent probably $5, $10 each just in quarters, plunking them into these machines. And he was there to film the whole thing. And the documentary actually turned out really well. I'm going to, and like I said, I'm going to release that on my channel pretty soon. So that's something interesting, hopefully, that you guys can look forward to. Highway Kiwi says, or Hiwi Kiwi, says, to get on a wine stream with Uncle Kage again, I miss it. That will happen again, probably in April. I'm going to go over there and going to be on a wine stream with him, likely in April, with another patron of mine named Silver, and we're going to go over there and we're going to do a wine stream and chill out. Except it's good. It's not just going to be the wine stream, because I don't normally drink wine. When I do, it's red wine. White wine is not real wine. It's fake wine. It's candy wine. It doesn't really exist. Only the French drink white wine. And we know the French. They put rear view mirrors in their tanks so they can see the war. We know white wine is no good. But Kage loves it, so he can drink it all. But the next time I'm going over there to do a wine stream with him, I'm bringing the stuff to make martinis. I'm going to make my own martinis, because that's my favorite drink, is martinos. So we're going to do that. Flashhound says, hey, two. What's up, bro? What's up? Good to see you in the channel tonight. For all you who have never been to a Beercast, thank you for showing up. Gonna have some things to talk about tonight. I've got a story for you to tell you tonight about something that happened in my childhood. You guys seem to like those. Every time I've told a story about back in 1978, this happened to me, and you guys seem to like that. That's why there's a whole series on my main channel where I just tell stories about my life. Got a lot of them. Some of them good, some of them bad. But, so I've got another story and a few questions for you guys. And then after that, going to have some emails. You guys have sent me in a lot of emails since the last Beercast, because it's been kind of a while. So, got plenty of those. And in between those, in the breaks, I'm going to show the photos that you sent me, which I love. I love it when you guys send me photos, because I can put them in the break, and it makes this show yours and mine. And that's what I like, is for this to be a conversation. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to wait till you need to try Porto wine straight out of our Portugal store. See, I'm not opposed to trying anything. Not terribly fond of wine, but I if it's a nom and drinking it is including it, that includes in noms, then I will try it. I will absolutely try it every time. So, we are going to take a bit of a break. We're going to look at some of the photos you sent, and we'll be back in a few minutes. See ya in a few. Shit. 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 Blah. I was saying that Featherhoof is in the house. I saw him. I saw him actually send a message through there. Sup, Hoofy? How's it going? I know you're at work and everything. Thanks for tuning in. Hoofy, man, he works hard. He works really hard at his channel. I mean, he manages to put out one video a day, and he has a full-time job. There's not a lot of people that I know of that are trying to get into YouTube that even know how to manage that, but he does it somehow. And I think it's because he's Tyler Durden. He like sleeps 3 hours a day. But anyway, he and I are actually working on a collab right now. Not going to tell you what it is, but it is a game where the both of us, it's a story-driven game, and both of the characters have different perspectives of what's going on in the game. So we're both going to record our perspectives, and we're going to put it on our channels, and we're going to put those out probably within a month or so. But it's going to be pretty cool. So far, I've been editing them, and they're turning out to be pretty fun. So, yeah, if you guys like seeing me and Hoofy play games together, then you're gonna like that. And now everybody's laughing at me for forgetting to unmute the mic. Shit. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is normally the time where I would show you the weekly beer. But because I am, because I got out of the habit of doing the Beercast, even though I was at the booze store, I didn't pick up a beer. So all I have is this. Guys, cheers. Oh, that's good. Oh. How about some of this? Wow. Oh. Nom. Oh. Much better. I wanted to tell you guys about a thing, and this may sound like advertising, and it is. And I'm not getting paid for the advertisement, but this is a thing where I've spent, and this has kind of been underground. I've talked about it now and then, but I don't think that I've really emphasized how much work has gone into this. For the last 2 years, I've been a co-author of a graphic novel. That graphic novel is now at the printers, and it is almost ready to be printed. And it's called Mira. And yeah, I mean, it's a project that I've worked on. And I've bled, sweat, and tearsed over this thing, as well as Elector Fencer, who is the artist in this. And between the story and the artwork, we've really worked hard on this. And it's about to come out now. And I wanted to let you guys know that pretty soon I'm going to have a video probably on my main channel that shows off a little bit more of the artwork and what we've done with it, because it's fairly, I mean, stupidly revolutionary as far as graphic novels go. This is a book that is full color paintings. It's not the cover is in color, and then you go in and it's all black and white, or shaded, 6 colors shaded. No, this is full color paintings, 160 pages. It took us 2 years to do this, and we're really proud of how it came out. And when there's a place which is being worked on right now where you can order it, I'm going to let you guys know. And I hope you will order it, and I hope you will enjoy it, because we put so much of our hearts into this story. And it's not even done. This is going to be a whole series. We've actually worked out far more than we can tell you. We are going to hope that the first book will give you a good introduction to the characters, to the world that it's set in, and then leave you wanting more, because we've got lots more. God, Elector Fencer will own my soul for the next 10 years. I swear to God. I probably should have queued up some graphics from the book that she's released. I didn't think about that. I should have done that. I'll do it next time. I will do it. But for now, that's coming out pretty soon, and just wanted to let you guys know about that. It's finally here. Jesus. Indigo, shut up and take my money. She's actually not charging nearly as much as she could for the book. She could charge a lot more. I mean, I think the hardcover is, I think she's only charging like $40 for the hardcover or something like that, which there are plenty of like other books out there that are full color graphic novels that are $120. She's being really fair about it. So a lot of you guys know about toast, right? Let me show you something. Be right back. Hang on. I kept this. This was his. And this was one of his little kangaroos. And I keep this around, and a picture of him around to remember him and what's going on with him. I don't have a lot of news about that right now. There's really nothing that nothing new I can report. For a lot of you guys, you know what's happened to him, and we'll see what happens in the future. The only good news I can report is that he has kind of come to a sort of I guess acceptance of his situation, and is simply looking forward to making his life the best that he can at this point, which I guess in his situation is the best that he can do, and I don't blame him. So, says 2 years. Finner says 2 years. Damn, I really respect it when artists put in so much time and effort into their work. Oh my God. We have to drag her away. We have to drag her away to make her eat, to get her away from, her art table. She takes no breaks. She works 12, 16 hours a day, and we have to drag her. We have to literally get her physically and drag her away from the table, or else she won't leave. She has been so consumed with this. It's at times made her sick. But the work is out now, and I'm really hoping that people are going to look at it and see where all of this dedication went into, because to be very, very honest, some of it is so good. I'll tell you what, during the next break, I'm going to try to queue up some pictures from Mira. And they're not going to be nearly as good over the stream as they are in, obviously in full res. But I'm going to try my best, and I'll see if I can do that without screwing up the entire show, which I'm probably really good at. So, I've died 5 times. 5 times now. So, if I don't die on the next few shows, I've made up for it. God, I made up for it in Resident Evil. If you guys have been watching that series of mine, I've died quite a lot in there. It's a great game, but god damn it, it's hard. Anyway, that's all for this chunk, so I'm going to answer your questions. You guys, what song did you like on SoundCloud? Oh, that must be for somebody else. Let's see. Looking for questions for me. What's up with Toast? I know nothing. Toast was arrested by the FBI and taken away to jail because he accidentally downloaded a file, zip file, with a lot of images that contained child porn. I don't condone child porn. I think it should be illegal, but I think the system the way it is right now is fucked up. It's totally fucked up. There have been people who have actually molested children physically and gone to jail for 2-3 years. Toast accidentally downloaded a zip file with some child porn in it, and he is facing 10 years minimum. Toast the Rabbit is gone, guys. He's gone. He's going away for minimum 10 years. You guys, nobody will probably see him again. His life is over. And yet there are some people who can literally rape children and get out in 3 years. The system is fucked. It needs to be changed. I don't want, like I said before, I don't want to get too political, but this is my personal experience with this so far, and it ain't good. I've known some people who were sex offenders just because they pissed on a bush outside their house and a little girl saw them do it. Now they're a sex offender for life. When you see the title sex offender on someone, don't be so quick to judge, because that title can be slapped on you for things that you would not even be able to imagine, and it can wreck your life, really, for no good reason. So just keep that in mind for the future. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. 2, what's your idea of a summer vacation? Summer vacation? I want a place with an ocean and some islands and a volcano and a lot of butt sex. A lot of it. And drugs. A lot of drugs. And alcohol. And music, and I need internet. And little drinks with umbrellas in them. All of that. That is a summer vacation for me. See you guys after the break. Yeah, you guys got to see some of the a little bit of corner of the thing. Sorry about that. I was actually trying to move around all my screens and not show much of anything. But I did wind up. Hopefully this will work. Please work. Now, I know this is not terribly high, res, but this is a scene where Mira is actually going to find someone she needs to meet in a large city. And this is one page. One page. And I know it's small and everything, but this is just, I mean, I'll go to the next page. It's just all of it. All of it is full color, beautifully done. I mean, works of art. We have conversations, interactions, things that, you know, that are going to lead to a story in the future. And it's going to be really, really, really cool. So yeah, and I mean, I like flashed like 6 pages there. Keep in mind, there's 160 of them. And she worked her balls off on this thing. She really has, and she still is too. Anyway, I have a story for you. I have a story from my my childhood. And this one is not a bad one. I know most of my my stories from my childhood wind up being, you know, what I've been through. This one, not so much. I used to love, well, never loved wasps, but I developed a love for bees, honeybees. I was scared of them at first. I'd been stung by a few of them. Didn't like them. And then one day my dad, he actually went up to a bee that was on a flower. Watch this. And he just reached over with his finger and he pet the bee. He pet the bee. He just pet the bee on the back and on the wings. The bee didn't care. The bee just kind of was like, thank you for that. Need to go back to my job. Thank you. I'm busy. I'm a busy bee. And I was like, really? Okay. So, I lived in Arizona at the time. And we had an apricot tree that was in our yard. It was big. I mean, not a little tiny thing. It was a huge, mature apricot tree. And I don't know if you've ever seen an apricot tree before, but during the spring, they bloom. They get, poof, they go boogit, and they're nothing but flowers. They're just flowers all over the tree. My father built me a kind of a tree house in that tree. A couple of boards that went across, a few branches where I could go up there. There was a ladder. I didn't even bother to use my hands. I would run up the ladder with just my feet. And I would sit in that tree. And during the spring, those flowers would pop out. And the bees would come. Thousands of bees. I mean, the tree was literally swarming with bees. And I would go up there, bunk, and I would sit in this tree in the middle of thousands of bees, thousands of them. The whole tree was buzzing. You could hear it. And not one of them ever stung me. Not one of them ever pissed me, ever got mad at me or made me feel like I was threatened. Not one of them. They were all just busy gathering their nectar, and I was just inconsequential to them. And I would sit there in that tree amidst all the buzzing bees and just think about life, I guess. until the day that I fell out. I fell out of that tree. I was looking around in the tree, and amongst the honeybees, huge wasp, big wasp. I don't like wasps. Honeybees, I'm fine with. Wasps, I don't like. I panicked, and I kind of fell backwards out of the tree. Now, the problem in Arizona is that there's not back when I was living there in the 70s, not a lot of water. So all the trees in your yard would have these iron rings around the tree. And what those are there for is so you can get your hose out and you can squirt water in there, and the water will fill up and it'll eventually soak into the ground. I fell out, and it was probably, I'd say about that thick, probably about 8 inches thick, iron ring landed on it on my back. And that was one of those times where it hurt so much I couldn't even move. Luckily, my parents were watching, and they saw that happen, and they ran outside. They picked me up, and they brought me inside. After a while, it felt a little better. I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. Maybe I should have, but this was the 70s, and unless you were bleeding or missing a limb, you didn't go to the hospital back then. Just the way it went. But that was the last time I went up in that tree like that, just because I was afraid of falling out. I wasn't afraid of the bees. I was afraid of falling out of the tree again. So that happened in 1976. Long time ago. But I have a question for all of you, because I've been thinking about this lately. What do you think about when you want to relax? When you want to chill out? Because for me, it's space. Seriously, it is space. When I am stressed out or I'm really worked up, but I know I need to go to sleep, and I lay down in my bed, which isn't a bed, it's just couch cushions on the floor. But when I lay down in there, I imagine being in space. I imagine being on a space station or a spaceship or something like that. And that really relaxes me. I imagine having a job on that spaceship. It's usually in media, making video. But I know everybody has different ideas of what relaxes them, and I want to know what relaxes you. What do you think of when you want to calm down, or you want to relax, or you want to go to sleep? What kind of little fantasies do you have in your head when you're, just wanting to chill out? VII says, I think of my fluffy blanket, cocoon, and space. Stargazing is so soothing. I want space. A lot of people. Okay, so you want space too. For me, I stream on my YouTube channel. Oh, God. I don't know how that's relaxing for you, but hey, man. Swimming in Hawaii or going in caves. Max Klein, going in caves, really? Hey, I'm I've been in lots of caves, and they were adventurous. They were exciting. They weren't necessarily relaxing. But, dude, if that relaxes you, then cool. Featherhoof says, empty fields. Endless expanses of grass and sky without anything else there whatsoever. Oh, not bad. I would almost agree with you, but I have nightmares. Whenever I'm in a dream and I'm in an endless expanse of flat grassland or field, I begin to worry about lightning. And that maybe I'm just a tortured person. I don't know. But Zarya says, exercise is known to release stress decreasing neurotransmitters. Perhaps I don't do much exercise. Well, I do some. I make sure to get a little bit every day. Just laying in bed with my fursuit on or just walking in my fursuit. Something about letting me escape for a while helps. That was from Reno Foxtrot. You know, I can respect all these ideas. I really can. Listening to music or thinking music, relaxing music. And when moon appears, I just sit down, turn off the lights, and watch it for hours. That was from Washoe. Really? Wow. For me, it's drawing. I typically do digital art, but I have a sketchbook next to my bed from when I can't sleep, and I just sketch random characters, fan arts, and scenes until I can empty out and sleep. That's from Tanksy Art. So many ideas. God, I don't want to go back into politics, but God damn it, if what they're saying right now is right, then just because your idea of relaxation is not my idea of relaxation, I should be able to beat you physically. Why can't we accept ideas? Why can't we accept different ideas? I mean, okay, we got the Nazi who was punched. Now, I may not approve of his ideas, and I don't. But why can't we listen to those ideas, understand where they come from, and get a better knowledge of people like him and where they come from and why they think the way they do? Because only through understanding are you going to change their minds. Punching this guy is just going to make him, it's just going to validate his ideas about hatred. He gets punched in the face for no reason. Okay, now he's going to stand there and think, I knew I was right to hate all these people. They're violent motherfuckers. I knew I was right to hate them. No, understand. Understand people's ideas. Even if you disagree with them, understand them. Learn from them. Learn why they have those ideas. And then confront them. Debate them. Talk to them. Educate them. Nobody has ever learned anything from being punched in the face or beaten. That doesn't teach people anything. Ever. Never has. I said I wasn't going to go off in political shit, and then I just did. I'm sorry about that. Damn it, though. That really pisses me off sometimes. Just, here's the way to confront their ideas. Hit them. When has that ever solved a problem? Ever. In history, ever solved a problem? It's never solved a problem, ever. Jesse Hickey says, I like to go hiking or staring at a campfire. Staring at, campfires are rather hypnotic. I will agree with you there. I could stare at one of those for quite a long time. Gonna take a break. Thank you for your ideas on what relaxes you. And I'll be back with your emails after this break. See you soon. I have paused the chat at a certain point because there's something I wanted to respond to. Comrade Stinger says World War II was solved through violence. Now, I understand where you're coming from, but I want everyone to listen carefully to what I'm about to say. War is not solved with violence. War is solved with the cessation of violence. War is started with violence. That's what causes wars. And what solves war is when the violence ends. So it's not violence that solves war. It's the lack of violence that solves war. And you might say, well, it was violence that caused the lack of violence. Really? Violence caused the lack of violence? No. Understanding caused the lack of violence. World War II was not solved by punching Nazis. It wasn't. World War II was solved, coincidentally, by treaties, by diplomacy. World War II was not solved by punching anyone. Punching people for nothing was what started World War II. So, yeah. There is that. Anyway, before I have the emails, I have emails for you. But before I do, I've got a piece of artwork. And somebody sent this to me, and I don't know if they drew it or if they were just pointing it out to me. But here it is. And this is obviously me. I would love to have that tie. God, I want that tie. If I had that tie, I would wear that tie. After this show is over, I'm going to search for that fucking tie. If there's a giraffe tie out there, I'm going to buy one, and I will wear it at Anthrocon during my next show. And that's Alkali, and of course, Uncle Kage saying that I just ate his cousins. Well, Jesus, man, they were tasty. Your cousins are tasty. How can I can't you? That's not my fault that your cousins are tasty. Jesus. Skunk Dog Grow. Some fans of Alkali out there. Alkali is coming up in the fandom. He's good. He's brilliant. He doesn't think he is, but he is. He's amazing. I love that guy. He is the most friendly, personable person that you could probably ever meet. He is so friendly to talk to. No, none of this celebrity pop you for, nose up in the air. None of it. No, 0%. 0%. He is totally an amazing person. Wonderful to talk to. So, emails. It's a real show now. It's a really real show now. Are we going to stop anytime soon? Oh, please don't tell me I have the hiccups. I'll have to go get rid of them again. Martin Silverleaf says, oh God, I do have the hiccups. On the subject of needing some or... Gotta go get rid of my hiccups, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry for the dead air. Hang on. And hiccups are gone. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Brig it. So, Martin Civilly, on the subject of needing someone or something to take care of, I have that sort of itch myself. I have a deep set need or want to be useful, to be helpful. I feel like if I can't be useful to anyone but myself, it bothers me. It troubles me to the point I have trouble sleeping and eating. I found ways to cope with this. I'll do small tasks around the house unasked, pick up trash around the woods near my home, pay a couple of small bills for my parents without want of compensation. Hopefully you can find your coping mechanism to ease the void you feel with Toast not being around at the moment. I hate to see you becoming consumed by it. I like knowing you're around, birding it up. And thank you for that. I do have a sort of obsession with needing to be useful. A lot of people, their biggest fear in life is being lonely. Mine is being useless. I always want to be useful. And if I don't feel like I'm useful, I get psychotic. I start stressing out if I don't feel like I'm being useful in some way. So I completely understand. Raving Rindle says, listening to the recent Beercast, I heard you talking about needing someone to care for. I wonder, how does this affect how you clean your place? For me, I live in a 400 square foot place that would be easy to clean, but the fact that I'm the only one here who ever sees it seems to make the effort not seem worth it. The one time someone did come over, I did clean it, but since then, it just slowly went back to normal. Does living with people in the same place help with that, or do you just not care either way? Since Toast is gone and I don't have anybody to care for, cleaning has gotten a lot easier because he made all the mess. I actually don't make much of a mess. I mean, I can, I make a bit of a mess. I have to clean up now and then, but not too often because I generally don't make a mess. But one thing it has affected with me is cooking. I used to cook good meals all the time, every night for dinner. And now that I don't have anyone to cook for, I don't. I'm eating microwave shit and just crap because I don't have anyone to cook for anymore. Kane the Roo says, my question for you is this. Have you been to any Canadian conventions? I happen to live in Ontario, and I'm asking because I'm wondering if I should look out for you at any of the ones in Ontario. Apparently Kage made it out to FE. I actually, okay, I've gone to one Canadian convention before. It was Feral, and it was fun. It was really fun and different because all the activities there, because they take you to basically a summer camp. And the food is good, and the activities are really different than a normal furry con. There are volleyball tournaments and football games and kayaking and all kinds of really crazy shit that you don't normally have at furry conventions because it's in the middle of really fucking nowhere. But it's a really cool con. Dusty Fox says, hello to and my fellow fuzzies. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's great. Anyways, I just have one really important question for you. What are your thoughts on corned beef hash? How about with an egg or in a sandwich? Love you all. Dude, I was born and raised in the South. I loved corned beef hash. I love it. Corned beef hash is one of the most amazing breakfast foods. I would love to spread it to all of the world. Corned beef hash is amazing. And an egg on it, yes. Done that lots of times. Love it. And Tabasco. Egg, sunny side up, Tabasco on corned beef hash in the morning for breakfast. Amazed. Amazed balls. It is so good. I will nom that forever. Hey, too, this is the only email of yours that I know of to ask a question. I was wondering if you were to be invited as a guest on the Drunken Peasants podcast, would you accept? I'm currently watching your video entitled Election 2016 and just couldn't resist emailing you. I've been a longtime fan of you and two of the guys from DP, and I'm interested in seeing you guys talk about not only politics, but other things as well. I haven't sent an email to them yet. If you want to be a guest on there, I'll gladly send them an email. If Drunken Peasants asked me to be on their show, love to. I would totally go on there, and I would pwn. So, yeah, I'd love to talk about politics with them sometime. I'm not going to smoke pot. They smoke a lot of pot on that show. I don't... I'm not against pot. I'm not against the legalization of pot. And I'm not against people smoking pot. They can do it. But I'm personally just not much into it. So I don't smoke it, but if somebody else is like token up, I don't have a problem with that. No problem with that at all. Hang on. Oh, man. DP fans to Twitter, says Train. Hi, Train. Hi, Train. Hi, Hoofy. Hi, all you guys. It's good to see you again, Train. I miss Train. I miss talking to all you guys. I really do. I'm glad to get back to it now. Live in front of your face. No breaks, no fuck-ups, even though I can die. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Beyond Yukai, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, I'm writing to thank you for the fantastic work you've done throughout the years. You have been a source for entertainment for a friend and I for a long time. We've been with you since 2009, and you have been a great influence in shaping me into who I am today. Even to this day, you are inspiring me to chase my dreams and live the life I wish to lead. So I just wanted to thank you, even though I feel like a thank you is not enough. I don't think I could ever convey the words how importantly you truly are to some people, how important you truly are to some people, and how grateful we are. So I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you for being there for us, and good luck on your endeavors for the years to come. P.S. Yes, I am an Australian non-fur whom happens to be a fan of yours. Go figure. P.S.S. If somehow our journeys coincide, I'm buying you a drink. Hope you like rum. I thank you. Thank you very much for that, because like I said earlier, I need to know that I'm useful. And your mail there is telling me that, at least to you, I've been useful. I've been important. And I'm very happy for that. And by the way, furries, non-furries, doesn't matter to me, man. I'm out there to get a smile out of people and to make them happy, whether they're furries or non-furries. I happen to be a furry. I'm in the furry fandom. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that I say that are furry related, but I'm not just focused on that. I mean, everybody out there. Everyone. See what's next. Matthew B. says, this year was the first election I was old enough to vote in. I must confess that I didn't follow the politics of any of the candidates as much as I should have. All I knew was that I wasn't going to vote for either Trump or Clinton. I eventually decided that my vote should go to Vermin Supreme, the candidate from the Anarchist Party. He was the only candidate with a plan for the zombie apocalypse and promised a free pony to every American. A friend of mine, however, scolded me, saying that the presidential election is not a joke and that I shouldn't vote for some clown. My friend voted for Trump, so he voted for a clown. I would like to know what the kindest way is to tell him that he has scrambled eggs in his cranial cavity. Maybe there is a Hallmark greeting card for that with glitter for that. I generally don't think that the elections should be taken as a joke, but they were a joke. This year they were a joke. We didn't make them a joke. They were simply made that way for us. And some guys like, I don't want to vote for a clown. I'm going to vote for Trump. What the fuck is Trump? He's a clown. He is a clown. He's a reality star. He's a reality show host with a fucking ferret on his head. He's a clown. And people are saying, well, the elections are not a joke. No, this year, the elections were a fucking joke. So people voting for Barney the dinosaur and for me and for anybody else, fuck that whole thing about, well, you shouldn't just make a joke out of this. We didn't make a joke out of this. They made a joke out of this. It's a joke. It was a joke. The elections this year were a joke. And I said I wasn't going to get into politics, but that email brought it up, so sorry. Finally, one more letter. Hey, Space Chicken. I hate you. It's definitely been a while. Been a few months now since your last stream, and it definitely does not seem like you're going to kick off next one anytime soon. Definitely would be nice to be able to see you sit down and just have you talk to us again. I, Inkster, among others, miss your stream. I apologize. I really do for not... it's been, 3-4 months now? And I apologize for not having a live stream in that time. I explained why it happened. I next year, during the end of the year, I'm going to have a lot more experience. I'm going to know more what to do. And hopefully this won't happen again. So I apologize for that. But, yeah, I've missed talking to you guys. I really have. And I don't know if you guys have watched the Storytime videos on the main channel, but that's another way that I get to talk to you. And, just chill out with you, which I enjoy doing a lot. Graphic says, Chicken Lion in space. I am the Space Chicken Lion from now on, I guess. I have to admit, Featherhoof says, I don't think you're sorry enough. You calm down. Damn it, you calm down. I'll stop doing collabs with you. Actually, no, I won't, because I really love doing collabs with Featherhoof. Gotta admit, I pre-gamed a bit. I recorded 2 episodes of Resident Evil earlier today. God, That game will wear you out. That is some exhausting shit. And a lot of people don't know what it's like to actually make a gaming video. I mean, I really think that more people should try it. And I think this is kind of a rule for life for me. You know, people go into a Burger King and somebody doesn't get the order fast enough or they get it wrong, and now they're yelling at that person. Have you ever worked at a Burger King? Have you ever experienced the miscommunication that can happen? I get people all the time on my comments, yeah, well, you dumbass, you need to pay attention. You didn't see this, you didn't see that. Set yourself up on camera, headphones, lights in your face, comment continually, and play the game, and see if you don't miss a few things. You're going to. It's just the way it happens. But I can't blame them too bad, because I do the same thing for the gamers that I watch. You dumbass, you missed that thing. You walked by it 3 times. And then I go and do the same thing. It just happens. It happens. But whatever the case, I hope that you guys are enjoying my content, because I do work very hard at it. And I want to, here in the last couple of minutes that I have, I want to thank my patrons. There are several of them in the channel right now who allow me to do what I do. And I'm not making, mad gangsta YouTube cash here. I'm just making enough to actually live. And I spend that time making videos for you guys, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying them. And yeah, Agent 2 Hitman Absurdity says lies real. Yeah, I got that going on. Here's the can I make it? See, I can actually push my forehead skin together. Hang on. See that? I made a wrinkle in my head. There. Head wrinkle. I want to be able to get that when I'm mad. Just like at will. Just be like, that would be great if I could do that. I want to be able to do that and automatically just come at people when I'm mad. If I could get anger comes, oh, that would be so great. Anyway, guys, thank you to you, dummy. Why don't you play a real game like The Last of Us? Moron. Cordially, Ted. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Oh, man. Tell you what, though. Gonna have to take off. There's a new rant I'm working on coming soon. I think you guys will like it. Hopefully you'll relate to it. Actually got about 4 rants on the table that I'm gonna do here pretty soon. And see you guys in those, and see you guys in the gaming videos, and I'll see you guys in the comments, in the chats, and for you patrons there, I'll see you on Patreon. I'll see you on Skype. Guys, thank you very much for showing up tonight. And I'm going to try to not skip a few months before the next Beercast. I will see you guys later. I'm going to get myself a pizza. So, guys, get a pizza. And I will see you guys again very soon. Take care.